We pay them from our pocket. This church pay, Bishop doesn't pay them. We pay them. We give them homes for sleeping. We tell them we buy their car, we fuel it, and we give them scratch card. We go and give them our gifts.
Pause. Shut up.
Welcome.
Why when we tell you this is what we believe in, this is the why. In fact, they the one went to Bible school. All through my life, I've never gone to Bible school to study Bible. Except what we did, in college and high school. I've never gone to be a pastor. They did that. How are they reading the Bible? How are they reading the Bible to tell us that we should regionalize and agree that, yeah, we are United Methodist, even though we agree to sin sex in the United, but we will not do it. How is that possible? Why should we do that? We say no to that, and we'll stay firm. We will not be deterred by the police officer. If they will tear gas us, they will shoot us, they will do anything to us. We are prepared, we stand for the Bible, and we encourage every Christian. This is not about the United Methodists. We encourage the congregation next door. We encourage all the Christian community in Liberia, people who believe in the Bible, to join this fight. They should not sit down there and allow the United Methodist Church to be overpowered by one man called Bishop.
Are you paying the major way in the church?
Sorry?
Are you paying the major way in the church by alcohol?
Yes, we want to go inside there and worship. But as you can see, look there. You see the number of police officers, they are preventing us. They are threatening to pepper spray us. So some of them even want to shoot us. Why are they doing? What kind of bishop, what kind of pastor will lack the house of God without prior notice? According to the police officer, they came here by the order of the IG, the Inspector General of Police of the Liberian National Police. And the IG was being hinted by the bishop to do all of these things. And we believe it. So we shouldn't go to the church to worship God. What kind of bishop is that? How did he become bishop of our church? You see, in this country, we have had issue with making decisions when it comes to leadership. I think this is just one. Because there is nowhere on earth that a bishop, man who calls himself the head of the church, will behave in such a manner. We call him, he refuses to come. He goes there and lies to the people the same way he lied to us. But you know what? We pray to God. We ask God that we want for God to answer his prayer, as contained in the video that he made, that people made. He said, God must punish him. In fact, the people should take cutlass and run after him. By the time they agree, Flobo marry to John Grant, man marry woman, God must punish him. We are asking God. You know, God is slow nowadays. Why is he still there? The Ananiah and Sophia, he would not have been anywhere around here. Because that video is there. It's there, you know. Go on the social media, everywhere, you know, you will see it. He said that. So why is he has betrayed the church? He has misled the church, and we are disappointed. We do not trust him. Let him recall his pastor. Let him bring our property, our cars, our office key, leave our house, and go from their church to officiate gay marriage. We disagree to that. So I am one person who will stand for this thing. The church will stand for it, because we want for the record to be there tomorrow so our children can see it and judge our decision.
Sir, can I ask you, when did you notice that the police IG was instructed by the bishop to lock the church?
According to the police officer there this morning, I came here and I attempted entering the church. He said, no, you cannot enter here. I said, I'm a worshiper, a member of this church. I've come to go in there and worship. Why are you preventing me? He said the IG instructed us. According to him, the bishop has asked him to lock this place because the bishop is the head of the church in Liberia. That's what he told me. I'm quoting the police officer, and I'm not the only person that he told. He told almost all these people.
So, folks, we are here this morning at the St. Nangwes Church, and you see a lot of church worshippers are here, and they are outside of the fence. And as you can see, many of them have been stopped by the police. And according to the members of the St. Nangwes Church, they were instructed by the police IG that no one should enter this premises today to worship God. And they are here protesting that they want to enter by all costs. And you can see, you listen to some of them. They are out here, and the church members are still coming this morning. And it's a very tense situation here this morning. No one is allowed to enter this church. This is the St. Nangwes Church, one of the oldest Methodist church in Liberia, founded 1967, and it's around the Boulevard Palace. And the members of this church has been stopped this morning from entering this premises for worship. And I tell you, it's almost 10 o'clock. Right by now, they're supposed to be in service, worshiping God. But unfortunately for them, when they came this morning, they said according to them, they met the police here. But the police are here currently. And they said the police were instructed by the Police Inspector General Gregory Coleman that no one should enter this church this morning for worship.
On this edition of the Morning Ride, and it promises to be great, very stimulating and thought provocative as well. Folks, wherever you are, I hope you have yourself a wonderful, wonderful weekend. By the special grace of the Almighty God, we are certainly here on this edition of the Morning Ride. The People's Program is back again on this 11th day in the month of August, and the year stands at 2025. A pleasant good morning, good afternoon, good evening based on your timeline watching us from across the world. For Liberia and the world over, this is the Morning Ride, only on Cool 91.9 from the Cool Radio Online, Cool YouTube channel too, as well as Cool. But it's good that we are certainly here again on this, trying to be a wet Friday, a Monday morning. But it's good, we weathered the storm. We're certainly back here to talk all of the very hard things that we need to talk and move Liberia to the next level. Critical analysis thinking, what supersedes all of the views and analysis or opinions has to do with facts at the end of the day. I'm Wiki Brooks this morning. Ambassador Bai is alongside, and we have Andrew Gammon, who is heading the camera this morning. But it's good that we are here following us. Leave your comments, share as well on all of these lights. We try to read some of it out. But in the meantime, between time, it is your lucky day on today, Monday. Yeah, you just stand a chance to be one of the lucky winner. Yeah, so all you need to do while you are following, because we want to talk about this issue. And, not in the way that other people just been talking about it, but to look at it from the holistic part of it and look at the effect and the image of our country. And take politics out of the political aspects will be in it, but we want people to take up the political gamut and just picture Liberia and see what's happening, what has happened, and what's keep happening. So, stick and stay by your radio as well. I say good morning to all of our viewers, our listeners, motorcyclists and passengers, our keke driver, especially our men and women, our gallant men and women in arms. And we say good morning to our doctors, our nurses, support staff, our teachers. Our tailor, our money exchanger, our carpenter, you just name the rest, every one of you are great people making a significant contribution to the growth and development of this country. So all you need to do, $100, $200, can give you $4,000. Can even surprise you with something fabulous this morning. All you need to do, start to put in your entrance. At least we can get 4 or 5 person receiving $4,000. That's going to be better for you. Simple as that. You just need to grab your MTN mobile phone. You just star 799 star 11 hash. You play $100 or 70 cents, or even if you want to play 2-3 times, all you need to do, you just put in 3 and go for your mobile pin code and just release it, relax, and wait for that number to pop up, and I'll just be calling and telling you, look at the phone or calling for some surprise package this morning. You just don't know. So keep playing this morning. On the shop, you just go down star 799 high, the Ocean 11 there, it take you there, and you can just play $100 or 70 cents. And trust me, it will take me later, but keep playing this morning, keep your interest coming. You go Cool Cash giveaway, radio entertainment Liberia. We are back here to give you something to spy. It's Monday, but yeah, last Monday we were able to get some podcasts, so but this around Monday now, so you need to just do it. All you need to do that star 799 star 11 hatch. You play $100, $200. Even if you play 1,000, 3,000 profit. You play 500, you still get 3,500 profit. So or you play at 70 cents. Just play as much as you can and stand a chance. Just 70 cents US or $100. You're gonna play 2 times, 3 times. You're not playing with them. Just play only 2 times. You put 2. You want to play 3, you put 3. So So the kid will be watching the dashboard. As a pop-up, it will be the person. So folks, welcome to this edition of the Morning Ride. Let's get this thing. You know, this is something that has become so habitual, and it has now been seen as so entrenched into our normal governance system or in the political landscape of our country. Well, when people are in power, they keep all of the needs. What is it? It hurts the people, they keep it. Nobody wants to come out to say. Everybody wants to keep the paycheck. We have listened years and years and years and years of officials of government, past and present, making some grave allegations or revelations to our country. This is normal in politics, because that's not the side we want to take from that angle. You'll find people coming into political parties, and people will be leaving political parties. It is their constitutional right. The Constitution provides that you have the right to associate and disassociate. There are people who do not have the interest in joining any political party because they don't have taste for it, but they are contributing so well to the growth and development of the country. And there are some who are silent. They are not the ones with the loud voices that, you know, puts the foot in for everybody to see you, yeah, you know, the showmanship. But significantly, they are contributing to the governance system of our country. Since after our last civil crisis in 2003, when we decided to lay down the arms and choose the democratic path, the Liberians will have the means to critique and decide who becomes the president, the representatives, the senators, and they have done that over the years. But we have seen that sometimes when people are given the marching order, they reveal something to us. Or sometimes they are still in government, and when they leave for legal institution, they get attacked by people who don't expect them to lead the party, whether they are proceeding rightly or whether they can no longer forge on the same direction because there's a change of idea and future, and you know, the methodologies are, well, you know, you no longer share the common ideas that once brought you people together. Sometimes you get bullied, and allegations are you are thrown under the bus or to the wolves to be eaten. All of these things, we have seen that years and years and years and years in our country. Now, bribery under our law is a second-degree felony. It is not a play crime. Means to say, attempting, you know, wanting a favor to do something that has already been paid for, or to influence where you have no competitor and decisions are made strictly in your favor, and you get reward, or you accept to do it. We have discussed corruption, bribery into our country for a long period of time. Yeah. We have discussed these things. We hear people in government or outside of government. Now, let's come to think about this. There are folks, our interest is not in the political side of it. For too long, Liberians have listened to officials of government in the past and present, spelling out some of these things that they sat on and honor our law. But you see, we leave all of the grievous allegations, or we just go to the political side. For me, I'm not going to the political side. It is time that we set precedent. It is time that this country decide to call spade a spade. That people, when they're making these allegations, they should be called as people of interest. We got an institution responsible for to handle corruption in this country. They are the gatekeeper. But we get here these things, we sit in the taxi, we get discuss it. We sit at the Taisha, we discuss it. At intellectual forums, we discuss it. We at our offices, we discuss it. We go to private, we get discuss it. And you don't see anybody taking the bold step and calling for these things. For us, we will launch a campaign for that. Because people cannot be making. And the National Elections Commission, you also drag into this thing. That's why we have said repeatedly there should be a need for a total reform of our laws in this country. We pay politics to everything, to the extent that we're taking people's lives. You hearing these kind of allegations. And the Liberal Anti-Corruption Commission must take serious of this matter. This is not a play matter any longer. Names that were called. These people should be invited. The Liberal National Police, the Crime Service Division, NSA, all of these things, you start to keep surveillance. We can't just say people make these allegations and we don't jerk into we just leave it and we just go to the political side. Oh, the other party will come back, no, the party will not come back. The other party, yeah, the person can go, the other person, the person left before the party. No, we all agree people go into party, people leave party. That's normal. People go to an established party, sometimes they are even thrown out of their own party. But the focus part of it here about these allegations have been leveled because these people are still around. The likes of Moses Kagame is here. Senator Sir Joseph is sitting senior government official. He's here. Jeremy Molu, who organizing protests, putting people together, he's also here. The judge that he's talking about, all of these things, we need to have these people. This is not a laughing matter. This is not something that about political party. Now, National Elections Commission, you heard? Honorable Sir Joseph is alleging that the city spent 150 million on election. That's not play money, and you know you got a threshold. When it comes to pharmacy, where did the money come from? What are the sources? You're only running on the political side. You don't even know now what happened to you. Because we have a law that under our election law, it prohibits any non-Liberian from making any contribution to our election or interfering or artificially. When the money comes or donation, you must declare it to the National Elections Commission, whether that cash or logistics or whatever. You must be able to declare. And the National Elections Commission will do, if that money, there will be an extra account copy. And what they will do, so, you know, what normally happens, so even if you got fleets or vehicles or motorbike or whatever, you must be able to tell the National Elections Commission, and they do their own verification, they do the background check. They go and do the background check.
Chip service. And as a matter of fact, they said they want to enter the church by fire, by force. So folks, you can see the church members are out here. In fact, they have started sharing food. They have started sharing food to eat this morning. They have started sharing food. You can see they are eating outside of the church compound. They are eating outside of the church compound. You say what?
You just want us to do man to man, woman to woman.
They are very influential because of what they spend into how people acquire positions, contracts, concessions, and all of these things are rewarded to them. We saw that in South Africa. The Gupta family with former President Jacob Zuma. He was rewarding them And they were there in the middle, making sure that he was appointing people because they were doing renovation, they were getting gifts, they were getting, cash and all of these things. So the guys could go to you and tell you, send you the Minister of Public Works or the Minister of Finance or you this person. We were many Ministers of Public Works, but all of the construction contracts, we will receive it. You will take us as a key priority. And they started to do that until they spoke to the deputy finance minister at the time in South Africa, promising to give you some money, millions of dollars, that he will be made minister of finance, but he should just make sure that the good family who have been involved in real estate or other businesses, they should be rewarded with whole lot of contracts, they should be taking first preference, and he, as a patriotic and nationalistic citizen of South Africa, had to expose it to the public prosecutor. And today, Jacob Zuma and the Kuta family are facing persecution, restriction, all of these things on it. So we come back to Liberia. We come to have election. And you tell us one political party. And this person who is telling us, he was chair on executive. Though he said, but he still had the information. Though he said in the 6th year, he and his political leader did not speak. That was private and personal. But come to think about it. And somebody saying he took 1 million. Up to today, he cannot account for the election funds. So where did the 150 million come from? Where did the 150 million come from? That lumps of money we're talking here, this is not a laughing matter. And we can't keep telling authorities to, look, sometimes you're not going to arrest. But these people's names are mentioned, they are here. The Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission, you have that power. The Liberia National Police, the Ministry of Justice, because you got to take siege of some of these things. These people are giving out information now to the public, back and forth, back and forth. You telling her about a contract, a concession that was already being signed. You're telling us why, and the government at the time, you alleging that the former president and his court, they were requesting for the Bulgarian company 10 million. For this Jewish man, talk about 10 million. What kind of money people call it? 150 million, 10 million, 30 million. And you know that's bribery. Anything that is not done properly is not done at all. The attempt, just the attempt to do it, you are to be penalized. Nobody say, oh no, you're not doing it. You get the mindset already there. You have made a decision. You convicted yourself to doing it. But hospitals were all on drugs. Roads were bad. Constructions were not living up to what was being signed for the people. The people had to protest. Before sometimes some of the corporate social responsibilities that is trying into some of the agreement are met or attempted to start, we will let these things pass. Former Chairman Molu of the the CDC, when the government took over, in less than no time, he revealed a lot of things to Liberians. We just saw a little zero that legal talk, that racketeering. We left it. He was a chairman of the party, key member in the party. Well, I've been vice chair at the time, and later became chair, but he was a key figure who told us about how money comes to the country, and the then president would demand a share. So we don't even know whether this president also working in the same thing. or people in this government doing this. Because these are things. Because tomorrow soon, as these people leave offices, they will bring, and we can't keep hearing these things. Look, don't think just look at the picture of Balayer. Just look at the image. People watching, people hearing. These things are recorded. There are foreign ambassadors in Liberia. There are other NGOs here. You just think they're here doing humanitarian work. There are a lot of other information that gather on people, gather on the government. And the government go out there, you struggle. Sometimes so many people, they are rich till before some of the partners that will sign contract with you try to implement. But sometimes you don't even know. Oh yeah, the government's not 50 million, 100 million. You got people here who are keeping surveillance, looking at how you fight corruption, looking at the government system, looking at how many persons being prosecuted, how much money the country and people are arrested who took it. But we just leave it and say, oh yeah, that means you're looking for a job. This is not looking for a job thing. In other countries, by this time, people have already been picked up. A party will spend 150 million on election and did not win. That is possible yet. But if the party got 150 million, meaning some token what was being dedicated to them, this responsibility for this amount of money, you take care of this region, you take care of this country, probably they took it for themselves. And they must be able to account. But the meanwhile here, National Elections Commission needs to have a record. And the election are all there. They're not something to have. These people should be publishing their financial records. And when we talk some of these things, you won't get vexed about it. But when it comes to fruition now, then you say, oh yeah, that's true. The people are talking anything. This is not laughing matter. This is not a laughing matter. Just the other day, the party called people to go and pay due. Just the other day. The party called people to go and pay due. Today, they are battering to find themselves a place or to retain where they are as the headquarters center existed for a long period of time. And we're talking about 150 million, we're talking about somebody requesting for 30 million, 10 million before you can start operation. And we're now being told, say no, we cannot accept. We are about to invest 570 some million plus into the country, and somebody allegedly being told that they're making requests. We want 30 million. 30 million to do what? We want 10 million from the other side. The party say, oh, Sir Joseph cannot account for the election money. Why say that you are not prosecuting him? Why say it's a party for the people? So those who contributed at 5 cents, they need answer, they need record to that. And they tell you, oh, Molu is in possession of some of the documents, some of these things that let's see how far we went. And we can talk to those people, and then people telling us too that yet the reason why we could not speed up or get in the full swing because the government by the time, or this person who stayed in government requested X amount of money. And we could not do that because somehow a lot of country, we are international company, we work in this country, that country. We got people who are monitoring us. So we cannot go to bribe people because it will tarnish and damage our company reputation. But for Liberia, we don't care. We just see this country as country that we got nothing to protect when it comes to the image. That's why you see we're struggling. As old as we are, 178 founding member of the United Nations, Africa's oldest independent republic. One of the funniest in terms of hospitality. Like here on the continent and the world over attracting. Set up they set the pace for independence. And a lot of other folks follow. Revolutionaries. Abdullah came to this country to drink from the fountain of knowledge and how they can go about with the struggle and getting independent. Today, Sierra teaching us. Today, Guinea teaching us. Today, Ivory telling us. ECOWAS telling us. A child that will give birth to now, they're telling us. The MRU telling us what to do, correcting all of our missteps. So here, I'm just looking at some of these things and think that, oh yeah, leader thing. This is not leader thing. It's no longer a party matter. This is a national concern. And it must be addressed. It must. So if they were overspent, because you talk about 150 million and what you spend on election. And the National Elections Commission hearing that. LSCC, you heard that. Ministry of Justice, Liberia National Police. We can't just sit where the money came from. We need to know. Because we saw fleets of motorbikes. We saw fleets of vehicles. But all of these things have all gone missing in thin air. And we saw it from all of the political parties. But this one, because we're getting so many revelations. We see accusation, counter accusation, the former president in. The sitting senator of Montserrat County also named in it. The former representative and chair on executive, Asara Gray, his name also dragged into it, that they know all of these things. They were all, back and forth. We can sit down and just listen to these people like this. This is a national matter. And you hear it, Honorable Sergeant, it's alleged they attacked the Hoover Burn, because we saw people quickly accusing folks from the United Party, folks from this other side, that they burned Honorable Sergeant's house in Commonstown, and you heard Honorable Sergeant. He's alleging that the house was burned by the folks from the CDC. These are grave allegations as well. The party has the right to sue him, to prove. But because we don't care about this thing, we want to look at the angle of the party. You know who are listening? You got a diplomatic review. These people hear these things, they read the papers. They go all online and say, what? You mean we sit in the country, these are the things that... He said because he got more. He's saying, allegedly, why the horse was attacked is because the horse, he got more votes than the former president in the election in Montserrat County. So it was painful. And he said the former president gave him key. When the horse got burned to be sleeping there, he said, but he could not trust them because they wanted to take his life. He said, there was one time he went on a meeting, according to him, he said to the folks, and he said the former president told him, man, your horse got burned again. So he said he took the keys and handed it over right back. He said, thank you, because he would not trust them. That was what he said. He said he spent his own money. He was cheering Bone County, Montserrat, make sure that city get a vote. But everywhere he went, the people, he could not change anything because the people rejected the former president. But then their minds were already made up. But there are guidelines, the code of conduct that tells us exactly during election, So we need to know all of these things. We need to know all of these things. Sometimes some of these things, but let's listen to Honorable Sergeant, just a small, a calm courtesy of our colleague there, because you see, sometimes when these things come up,
he has given them $10 million or $7 million. It was that period that they took money, investing $577 million on the construction and brought court justice. They contacted
No, you gotta give me a chance. If you want to ask questions, we're ready. Let me finish.
and told Chairman Maru, look, we have this investment we want you people to please get involved to help so that the government can do it. I was able to, Chairman Molo contacted me, and then the people went, they brought in the conception after the ministerial council finished. President Weah signed the conception and brought in the conception, sent the conception to the Labrador Senate. The Senate passed on the conception and sent it to the House of Representatives. While the conception was at the House of Representatives, they stated that there's a need for the conception companies or company from Bulgaria to give them 10 million. While the conception was at the House of Representatives, but they will finish passing and the Senate might pass it. So they should give them 10 million United States dollars. The people said, no, we are investing 577 million to build the Buchanan Port, to build a tank farm, and what have you. Because of that, they refused to do it. That's how they kept that conception, and they said a company was giving them $10 million. If you hear about
Bishop want us to do to accept gay rights.
Finish it, you can finish. Yeah, check cross, can finish. Yeah, finish. You can hear. She said Bishop want them to do man and man, woman and woman marriage. But I said she must finish eating before she come. So yeah, let's come to her. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Okay, what's her name?
Frida Namwe.
Okay, finish eating first. Finish eating. So you listen to her. She said the bishop want them to do man and man marriage, woman and woman marriage, which is not acceptable under the Liberian law, according to her. So we will talk to a few of them here. You see, they are eating outside. The police have stopped them from entering the church to worship God. This is the St. Nangwe United Methodist Church. And this is the situation this morning. The situation this morning, they have been instructed not to worship in this church. This thing has been going on for a couple of times since last year, and it has reached this point, and this is happening at the St. Nangwe's Church this morning. My name is Theophilus. Yes, that's them. Sir?
When I enter, you will stay with
Let me go to Bishop house to worship. The God I want to worship. Let me go there.
Can I talk to you? What's your name? Why were you stopped from worshiping in your church this morning?
Because they say we should bear our house when enough for our offering, we want to case our butt.
You said?
For our offering, we want to suck up. The bishop, quiet your so-called bishop, boy, bishop. Bishop, quiet your boy, bishop.
Okay, so.
We should accept the gay right for men will be getting married, woman get married, and we said no. Now why you like our church for?
So you listen to her. So let's with So, come. Let's talk to a few people concerning this protest this morning. And I still want to talk to you. It seems to be you are very happy.
I'm happy because I'm enjoying myself.
You enjoying yourself outside?
Bishop thinks he can break us, but he cannot break us. Bishop cannot break us. We are going to break him. We are going to frustrate him. The first place we close this church because he wants to accept gay rights. Imagine my grandchildren. My grandson comes to me and says, Grandma, one man will marry me. I will kill it. I will kill him.
We've been talking some of these things, and some of you were pointing finger at us. Oh, they won't buy off the people. Now you see, the people who been in the party. This one is not about the party. This one is about Liberia. The kind of money we're hearing, the kind of a life-threatening story, drugging somebody, taking the naked picture, the non-photo. You see? This is something that we all been looking at. Now, if you look at our election law, you talk about money. You talk about 100. You talk about 150 million. Mm-hmm. Now, section 7.10, so section 7.10, they talk about enforcement or reporting of contributions and expenses during election. Mm-hmm. Enforcement or reporting of contributions and expenses. The commission shall find all participants, political parties, independent candidates, and coalition who do not submit their final contribution or expenses report as stipulated in the guideline. This fine shall be at least 1,000 or US, or at most US 5,000 or its equivalent to Liberian dollars. Now, why up to this time the National Elections Commission have not been able to publish the contribution, the expenses the political parties made during the election, the general and presidential election? Now we hear somebody who is an insider, who or once or an insider, who said a chair on a Zayde. Now, as a matter of fact, you are Muscle County campaign chair for the CDC. And he's alleging that the party spent 150 million. Where did 150 million come from?
Mm-hmm.
Where?
You know, the truth, the hidden truth of this country, why this country has been the backwardness, will be revealed bit in pieces in time, because this is completely against the Liberian people. And again, it is frustrating to hear these kind of stories coming up. It is frustrating. And to hear that folks who have said they have come to work in the interest of the Liberian people are going in with bargaining for themselves.
Yeah.
It is disappointing.
For Liberians to have heard times to odd number, it is the grassroots party. We're there for the common people.
Yeah.
We're from the slum. We're from the ghetto. We are people who've been outcast, ostracized. So we're coming in one mind, and you know, to make sure that we change the status quo, we change the lives of our people. But for us to start hearing these things, you know, you know what it says.
And I won't follow what the rest of the people say, right? The government. I would say there were folks within the government that are involved with this kind of
this is a
practice.
party matter being discussed, but it involves the nation, because
True.
we are because there are things, they were in the driving seat, there were things reportedly that should have been done, but because people wanted to gain favor before it happened, those people pull out. And Liberians need to know, because some of the negotiation, we're sending people abroad to save money people.
We're spending money.
We're spending money. So this is not something, because it's normal. That's why I said from the onset, Ambassador, it is your right to associate and disassociate. That your right to move. So I'm not interested in who leave party or who going there. The focus point we want to see here today, this is a national matter, because it reached the level of bribery, attempted bribery, which is under our law is a second-degree felony.
Sure.
People should be answering questions about this now. Look, we hear, oh, the man say he don't want to the money. You know, the main thing, you can't remember position, that's your GE. But these people are making these allegations. This is not personal fun. People went to make business. You went to negotiate on behalf of Liberia, you start requesting 10 million.
Yeah.
Requesting 30 million. and you claim that you were in the name of the people, you were there for the people.
Mm-hmm.
Then we look at this thing, we're trying to leave it. And you know,
Yeah.
we try to leave it. So it's our Joseph to now accusing the party.
And Ambassador?
It's our Joseph is accusing the party of people going to burn
Yeah.
his house, throw petrol bomb, and he kept silent. Why he kept silent? He said, oh, he just never wanted to say, yeah, he never told the police. It's another allegation. So the party to that can put him and on the wall and say, provide all of the facts and evidence
Sure.
that you got against us.
Sure.
Now, 2, you said Molu was dropped and was seen naked.
Sure.
Now, then the party to Akagbe is saying, the money that was given to you for the campaign, you cannot even account for it. But if the man cannot account for it, there's a law. Because of the party's money and the people's money. So if you trusted him with money to do a particular piece of job, and after the job is done, he must be able to give you a 10 or no, or a breakdown and say, yeah, where you set up a committee that will order, yeah, will give you X amount of money or material. Let's see how they go.
Yeah.
Because we can't just keep making these kind of revelations, then we walk away. Because it just becoming something so normal. For the any time the other person, when they leak power, they say something. You can't
And nothing happened.
Yeah.
And Ambassador, to hear that a party will spend more than what
150
the
million?
National Elections Commission spent on the election, general election, more than what the
But this is
election
a brief
spent.
allegation. And this is not something
And
that should be taken
The
lightly.
LSCC need to get the
And
electoral process into the book.
The fact of the matter is just easy. The former president name didn't mention in it, he stayed a person of interest.
Sure.
He can answer. Nobody said he go arrest him because sometimes they can misinterpret. You got Chairman Molu today, he's in the civil society cycle, but he stay around. He
Sure.
didn't mention with some of the documents.
Yeah.
Honorable Gray is stay around. Honorable Sir Joseph was also revealing these things. He's still a senior sitting government official. He's
Yeah.
a senator.
Yeah.
So we are not, this is not witch hunting.
No, like
But
very
if they
clarity.
witch hunting among themselves for the political differences, Liberian people need answer for some of these figures, some of these things that were said.
Let me put need clarity on this matter, and the LSCs need to take charge of these things and bring folks to board to get to know the facts. We want to know. Because if these people are going to bargain with companies, concessions to come to Liberia, some of them are still in government. They work in the past government.
Sure.
Are they still carrying on those deeds that we don't know of?
Because when we don't put measure in the place, by the time that the workers start to sack people, when they leave, they will start revealing these kind of things.
Yes.
So why we gotta start setting the precedent that you will not even allow it to prevail?
And we will wait until someone die.
And don't forget, this thing Chairman Molu, that was Sir Joseph on his interview, he mentioned, he said, don't forget that Molu also, when the government took over New Day, he was one person who revealed that when money comes to the country,
Yeah.
yes, that one, nobody can deny.
No. He said it.
He said that. We said that on recording. He said that. That
He
one at
said-
the party. People, you don't move on in the party. Oh. You won't go back at a particular point. You want to leave ANC. Well, it is your right. That one, nobody got restriction or your constitutional right to do so. Just as you chose to go there, you got that right to also step out when you think that you people can no longer, continue the journey. Maybe because of the focus being thwarted, or you think you got your own ambition or hindering something elsewhere. It is your right.
It's your
to do
right.
so.
It's your right.
But when it comes to national scene, and this is where people most often get it wrong. This is another party matter. That internal ranking will be there, but when it comes to national scene, where you're discussing money, 150 million, or bribery, people will come to the country to bring money to invest.
Ambassador,
And we have heard it on so many occasions.
so many
We
occasions.
saw some South African investors that came to this country again. 5 million bribery scandal came out again.
Sure.
And we were reported to international. No, someone will tend to overlook these things.
And we're hearing what happened with the HPX.
Yeah.
And we saw that doing
Now
that.
today saying HBO was able to deliver the money.
And we saw that HPX was not even able to function during the regime. They had to delay again. Why?
The
The Liberian people deserve to know some of these
that's
things.
what I said. We can't keep putting these things on the roll. And for me, I don't know. I don't care how people want to feel it. I'm not going without politics. And if you got no business texting me, like I said, People number, cell phone number, maybe some of you, because of the latest being very uncivilized and how you grew up, you don't know what to call privacy. People, personal number, don't use it because it will use against you in a court of law. Don't use my number to text me when you are not my friend and I don't give you the permission to do that. If you try it, I'll read your number out and we'll invite you to the police. If you man enough or woman enough, continue to do it, because when people discussing critical national issues, they'll sit on the side and be talking. You can't even find food to eat. Some of you hearing about 150 million. Where did the money come from?
Yeah.
We sat there, we did a single thing. Ain't they call, no call, take on the broken economy, we just laugh and make it comical. At the end of the day, we could not get effective.
We heard that, oh yeah, money was
there. Oh, no money was there. Until the late senator said 150 million was not. They elected to.
Yeah. No question was asked.
The other government, President Barack and thinking, we stay up to this time. No, the money that the figure the president called, they were not the correct figure. You know, and people up to this time, former finance minister, current minister, former representative, current representative, former, they going back and forth and defending.
Yeah.
Look, there are embassies and other institutions operating now. They're not like us who just sitting in other countries because they say, oh yeah, I'm an ambassador and now I'm making kind of reports on the governance system of those countries. People are here. They will be making report that the country is corrupt. The country don't have the political way to fight corruption. They just say these things. Millions of dollars getting missing in thin air. Nobody knows the sources where the money come from. But we hear figure. When people were protesting, we also saw people protesting. Like even now, yesterday people were protesting. Oh, we are not taking pay for 3 months, 4 months. Who knows whether that money now been diverted?
Why?
There were allegations again. NASCO funded the CDC or campaign. These are some of the allegations. So if people of interest who are revealing these things, it's good that they now out of the country. They're right here.
They are saying the position.
But they put right here.
They can be called to book to answer to Liberian people doing their stewardship or why they are in the position, some of the actions they took, or why they know what happened.
Because that former chairman Molu is here now. He's the chairman of STIR, a civil society group.
Yeah.
He's calling for corruption to come to an end.
Yeah.
And allegation is on him.
Yeah. He said to come for an answer.
That he was on
it's not just by debunking or refuting his allegations, but come on, let know the truth. Let know the facts.
And it should not just be with these people just sitting there arguing on
the platform. No.
This thing should be something that we got body, we got authority in this country responsible to call these people. Yes. You have to give us the name of the company. Let's start asking these people, how did you go along? What was being said? These things that were you ever told to get X amount of money to sign the contract, to operate that bureau? Let's get to know what these people be able to tell us yes, to tell us no. Because those people are investors, you just making that kind of attempt. And somebody sitting with those people in other countries and talking about Liberia is rich. We listened to the president of Liberia when he went to the U.S. Africa Summit, and he spoke about the kind of a potential other new resources wanting the U.S. government to go and carry on a complete survey of the country resources, and because there are new discovery out of these things, what we can do. And somebody tells you, no, don't waste your time. You can't get to that country. Once you get there, you want to do investment, somebody will be telling you to give them 5, 10, 50 million.
And you get robbed.
And you will get robbed in the process. And somebody will be telling somebody, no, even after a while, even if your money is in full swing operation and anything happens, you will not get it back. The man pull out. No investor want to go somewhere where they get noise.
No money, not that noise.
Yeah. So sometimes we tend to overlook these things. Why it is true people leaving a party or other people coming, but this revelation is for Liberia. It's for Liberia.
And sometimes this might just be a tool to hamper the country growth.
But who knows what people in the government are always in the same part, because I've seen it as the way it is. We need to know.
We see people rising up into wealth. How they get there, we don't know.
Yeah.
The vast majority of people getting poorer every day, but you are the one just amassing wealth for yourself. How? Are you connected to these deals?
Now, Sir Joseph is not telling us, the senator is not telling us, the Jewish man that he met before who wanted to invest over 100 million in the country. But when I think 30 million or 10 million were requested, and he said, no, I'm coming to invest. He pulled out. He said he met the man quite some time now, and knelt on, he was on his knee.
The man
And
had
I
a sense of
asked
going on
the
his
man-
needs.
Yeah, he said he asked the man to please come back. It's time, and the man has agreed to come back. So that man too, because he started giving us sources. He pointing to people.
And how is he coming back?
Yeah.
Is he coming back? The time will wait because this man already
Yes,
expressed those interests.
Sarkozy also saying he was part of the deal, but he thought it was meant for the interest, but the way we were going, he had to pull up. Modu had already the document. Whether he aided and abetted in the process,
Yeah.
maybe he might have committed his own part in the entire process.
What are
We
the
don't
money
know.
that the money today Molu is using to sponsor his stand?
Yes.
Or why that the money today Sarkozy is also using to further his political career? Now he has a political interest in the
But
country.
the People Action Party already have, you know.
Yeah. And I'm also seeing that one lawyer, Councilor Vanny Taylor,
Yeah, he said he was also part of the deal.
also saying that he posted on his Facebook page that what the senator is saying is belated. He just want to serve his political career.
No.
So and we have heard it over and over. Why now? It's belated. Don't Liberia deserve to know exactly what's going on, Liberians? Look, let me tell you something. It is becoming clearer by the day that the bigger picture, the devilish attitude against this country is even more than what you see on the faces of the folks. This is the reason why Liberia has not developed up to now. For Liberia to develop, the sincere and trusted confidence of Liberia who have been chosen or elected or selected or appointed into position to serve the country with their heart diligently. But because they are wicked, these are the deals that go on. So the Liberian people continue to live in abject poverty. If I say, what the hell are Liberia want payroll? How do they give payroll? 180 plus years? We say 200 years. We heard that before.
Yeah.
200 years. You can't build a war in the country.
And this is what he said. He said the CC-led government did not only fail in its governance, but also robbed the state of millions of US dollars through alleged bribes from potential investors who projects never materialized in Nigeria. And this is not a good thing for us.
No.
Investors will be, because these people, all of them, they go to a lot of conferences. They're looking for potential area to invest. Looking for some virgin area we're talking about. If it costs us to give with a GC to face road, to do this one, to develop Lofa, to develop Liberia, we will do it. We saw here again, we said we're going for loan, and people said, let us do the due diligence. And no, even the money comes from the belly of the devil, we will take it to build roads. The Igbo Mine and Eton loan that did not materialize, but we spend money in sending people back and forth, plane tickets.
We heard Coastal Highway.
Yeah, we heard a lot of other things. The Belai Island.
Why is the money came and they took it?
So we be asked. That's why sometimes we ask, because these are allegations not yet proven, but these are brief allegations that require every Liberian to take up political government, and let's get to the bottom, because this can continue to just be the way.
No.
During any time when they put our minister down, you say your own. They will just lie, but we fully aware that there are institutions that should call you to answer questions. What are we still waiting for? These people are here. Nobody waits on them. They're bringing their own secret outside. They're bringing their secret outside.
Look at a single political party in the country spend their own election.
Because we don't want to reach
150 million.
We don't want to reach to the point that, like for instance, people been asking over and over and over. And this is something that we spoke about a long time. Why it is true, it's entertaining, it's so rewarding, refreshing, and recreatory for the kids and even some of us. All of these spoke part that was good. We need to know the source of the funding.
Yeah.
Because who knows? Some of these projects that went on, we need to know whether it was a presidential project or an individual project.
Yeah.
Because we're
just spend some of the money and get it back to me. Like eat it. So we don't know exactly where the project is being sponsored from.
Now,
where is the people's money?
Honorable Gray also is a legend that Honorable Sir Joseph ate the people's money.
Yeah.
He cannot produce. You see, this is what we say. You see, when you act like you won't forgive people, or you act like, well, remember my friend, that is not suffering some people who served in the previous government. Today, they've been persecuted, Because they thought they were just business as usual, where we just normally do these things. Oh, yeah, the other man, the town finished, but then you get from all the people. No. We can't keep doing these things. Man saying King, she said, oh, corruption, public enemy number one. Before we made our minds, she changed it to vampire. She never fought it and walked away. And when the CDC took power, they were referring to a government as being corrupt in the history of Liberia. She took a whole lot of money. She bailed one outside Liberia. But they did not go to prosecute those people or to invite those people. They left it it was just verbal attack.
Sure.
Yeah, you corrupt. No, this government corrupt. You corrupt. This government corrupt. So the Unity Party left government, finally keep out the power. But while campaigning with the other parties who gave the support, they were campaigning on the matter of fighting corruption, rule of law, of which this government still being questioned hugely on, that she said not showing that huge political weight.
No.
Even though some people believe that there's a light at the end of the tunnel from the local team, she gradually started, because even to see people from the sitting government who supported to have been suspended or currently removed and facing prosecution or waiting. Like the former vice president said, she said she did not see that in 10 years, because she said she don't see it as political witch hunt. Yeah. So, but we should get patient.
But then where are we going as a country?
We look at it. When somebody get off 50 million, when we send out to some 50 million, IMF, African Development Bank, we will call press conference. You see the whole country celebrating that they will tell all the same in line. But we are hearing reportedly 150 million spent on election.
Yeah. They were talking about water. 156 million will happen here. Then one party just spent 150 million. How many of them spend money that money? Because during election period, we see that the oversight responsibility of the election commission is not being followed. We see motorbikes in flux, in bulk enter this country. We see vehicles enter this country in the name of campaign processes.
And there's a law that states you can't receive gift as a political party from non-Liberian, especially the election period. Whether that money, that vehicle or stationery, whatever. That's why when these things are given to you, because all the political parties get their chapters around the world, you know, Australia, America, Nigeria, Ghana, or in the diaspora, Europe, you know. But so when you receive these things, the law that you want to go, you must declare it.
Yes.
To the National Elections Commission. If that money, they will put it in the offshore account.
If you
And
feel
they go to do the background check, they do the verification to know all these people who send it. Well, any people should not be artificial, and people who get see or that suddenly they created. Then they find out when they get to know it good, then before they release it to you. And the law says that after campaign, this is the part of it that the election commission will just say that
falling short, yeah.
Because when you gave him your lackadaisical attitude, you gave him too much floodgates for people to just do what they want to do, because if the checkpoints were all erected, they would not even reach to the level.
Or it said that you said you collecting small things, the susu for the people that will make not do it.
The woman violated the code of conduct, the woman violated our law in this country before you know it. And LCC broke on. Conflict of interest. She had water contracts, she had vested interest, but did not consult her colleagues. She had water contracts with her brothers. You were here for the election. Pay them info before the work was even completed.
The country, Ambassador, if we continue this without unearthing the truth, we're not going.
But what we want to see, when people fighting corruption in other countries, we watching it. We take all the time to watch it. When they carry people, no matter who they started, when they carry people to jail, people properties being taken away. Go see next door 7. See how many houses government got under control. How many they have sold. Go see assets that have been frozen. See people bank accounts who swear cannot account for the stewardship. Some of the account, they cannot even explain how the money get into their account and for it to be to that size. But here, when one man serves in a position and they tell the man tomorrow that they're going to prosecute this man or the
you can answer a question.
Then you jump behind him, you say, in solidarity with the party, you gotta stay with the man. You see? But when the people are doing these things reportedly, they do not call you, they do not have consultation with you and say, oh, we're doing it on behalf of the party. We're doing it on behalf of the party. Yeah, today, some political party, you're in their headquarters, but the people got 3, 4, 5 homes.
And the kind of money, sir?
Yes.
You can spend 150 million, you can get 5, 6 million.
About the vibe, let's go back. After the election, when the former president conceived and accepted at the time the defeat, even before the final result, everybody hailed him, even up to this time. That was the example set on the continent for the older, because that's how we should be leading with an example. That was brilliant. But in his first sermon or his first statement on that fateful Sunday when he went to church, he says something similar of such. He said, "You say you are winning the money, we get the money. We get all the material, but yet we did not win." So then he made a little bit laughing stuff, a comical, way for them to laugh. He said, "So you want to tell all the pool washers did not go there? You want to tell all the people ran away from there?" That's how he said. Some of you are minister yesterday, but you are looking for people in the community looking who against. You are looking for people to have confusion with, but you are not there campaigning to bring people over. And some of these things probably are based on, if it is true that they spend some amount of money, it could be that money was available. But for the local thing, there are people who are complacent. They say, you just try and figure out, I mean, the people already love the man. What is us spending money?
Yeah.
You understand?
They'll give out 24 years.
Yeah. So you will get, it was easy to just miss maybe sometimes some of the decisions. Say, but this man is man who is already in love. Like people already love the man. Then normally they can say they love the ball. So people, they held back. Some of the things that were given them, they kept it. They did not reach out, only because they know this is one of the iconic few and one of Liberia's illustrious sons. So it's easier the people will get the man back. But not knowing if the report out there about 150 million is absolutely true, they were harming him. And we kept talking about the kind of money and we kept finding into it. This thing is not politics now.
No.
That criminal thing in nature being discussed. When our hospitals, our schools are lying in rooms. You go to Grand Coup, you go to Sana, other places, you still see mount houses that say that school bidding, government owned school bidding.
We hear fighting trucks. We stay confused how to start.
Yes. We just hear people make revelation and it
it's just gone.
I remember during the days of former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, when this issue of corruption, when you had the former Chief Justice, the former Minister of Justice, what is this woman's name? And she was talking about the issue of fighting corruption. She said the reason why, but then she was at LCC. And somebody asked, and she was on one of the shows, she said, when you want to fight corruption in this country, at a time, you will hear the telephone ring in the middle of the night. Sometimes the president or the person calling, oh, the presidency must step back. Our long-term childhood friend, some nine or third, that that our neighbor is this. So that's why people keep telling about the political will to fight corruption. If you don't have it, you will not fight it. And President Baga, it is not about the next election. You don't guarantee tomorrow. Let your man as a vessel gracefully gone.
Yeah. And he himself, there were several allegations on the head.
Today were never
he never came to book.
We spoke about war crime court. There's some of the folks who we thought that who have been prosecuted, they have all died. They are dying gradually. Some of the key figures. Elijah Kumar gone, Senator Johnson gone. But we still got other figures around. When will we start?
When?
Like you said, earlier and said 1-9.
Yeah.
You ask for something and you get a chance to do it, then you're going to ask why not?
Every time. They say you're too young to lead or you're too old.
Yeah.
Why now? You're too soon.
Yeah. That's
they want to go in and I see them we call for.
And we never do anything that where we are today. All our neighboring countries, they're moving so fast in terms of development. We stay here going back and forth on some of these things.
Liberia, Ambassador.
And tell me, even former Senator Judah is saying the CZ-led government, they did not only fail in governance, but also work. He's also a part and parcel.
He is.
He's boasting himself on the failure.
He is. Now I just leaving the party. He is.
You see what I normally say to you and to folks? When the good thing comes, everybody celebrates.
Yeah.
But when the bad thing comes, you want to exclude yourself. But you've been with the party for ever so long. They are claiming they brought you to permanence. They made you. Now you are telling them no. You were made with. They went to tap on what you have already achieved. That's what you said.
So when you hear that, for instance, this government get on the right path, they will now fight to expose the ills in the past government, thinking that they are not a part of it. Then they want to associate themselves with the good that's happening.
So how do, because you were there, these things are happening, you did not say it. We agree now that you even voicing on some of these things, but we don't know to what extent the damage that you cause on the lives of people. Because there are things that people should have achieved today. If you are taking your stand to voice it, or the people are listening to you, Liberian people,
yeah.
you elected us to change your lives, to represent you, to make good laws, to have oversight. But what is happening, what I come from this party or not, this is for Liberia. We promise to create jobs for our people.
Don't feel them.
But we have now, but the first or second attempt in securing opportunity for a company to come to Liberia to create jobs for our folks who can put food on the table, pay their taxes, and develop their lives, being obstructed because our government is requesting X amount of money before the people can start operation, and it's outside of what the people are about to invest. Now the people say no. Everybody see, say, oh, but then I see what the men for say, oh.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
Someone muster the courage. Some of you people don't be afraid of the government job, then. Somebody else says somebody because a harmful.
It hurting the country.
A harm in the country, a hurting the people. We should not just be talking about party. Look, the allegations are all, they're not allegations for party business. Who won't go from any party go? You won't come in any party, that won't go there. Nobody send people there. Just how you saw the need, you went there, and now you think that you can no longer share the same vision, you want to be out, go out.
Yeah. A choice.
But when it comes to people on behalf of the government, or the people like you say you want to go do business, but you put your interest first, that will cost the country not to receive investment. These investors they communicate. People who are investing in Liberia don't think other people are not calling them.
And Ambassador, on the other hand, also attract bad dealers. Because when the good dealers know that how you can behave, they run away from you. Yeah, then the one who are brave, they start going there.
You already got a whole lot of folks where money laundering, where money coming from the supporting, a whole lot of things. You got terrorist group, you got all sorts of different groups who say, oh, by that place, it will be easier for me to settle there. And come there, just start buying things illegally. Anybody that requests for any money at grab, you will able to give it because they will not have any say on your operation. Because that's how you see people, when they're extracting their resources, they won't carry sin, they won't carry debt, they won't carry even grass, almost everything. They won't carry it.
Because they
pay for all those things.
They won't take it before your eye open to them.
Because the money they spend, probably that they won't collect.
They want to spend behind the door.
You got to show the telling start.
No, you
already have sold yourself.
You already robbed the people already.
Yeah.
So you want to talk? You say they're get ticket.
Yeah, you think you're doing it good for yourself. Because you see, you want to ride flashy car, you want to wake up in the morning, or people come in visit, you see, with 3, 4, 5 cars in the garage.
But why do you think like a giant steel company that ArcelorMittal will stay in Liberia exploiting our resources that more than 25 years they can even compete one with or build a hospital or build a high school? Why do you think so?
Before you continue.
Yeah. You live in continue what Austin Village is still the same. Because they kind of bargaining our leaders go into with these people. So they say, but you can't have us.
Look at B Mountain, all the complaint, how the people run on the road, the truck people jumping from the road, spoiling the road. we will take their license one day, the next day we give it back to them. The same condition. The people stay in Barrio Chico.
Yeah.
The same thing. Energy Go, the same thing.
Eh?
Then what?
Because we're hearing now that they steel factory into Liberia producing substandard steel, and there was some investigation conducted there. No findings. The Minister of Commerce now is being held in national controversy. Why would we be able in a country like this?
If we are to get there,
Nothing working for us. Why? Who?
You know.
The other woman say there was so much allegation on his head. The coming to being of this government, the transition team, our setup, allegation on him, we never got any conclusion. Whether it was a lie, was a truth, he's gone today.
Yeah.
Peace be to his
The
ashes.
former Solicitor General said taxpayer money was used for merit making other than sitting to look at the real problem when it comes to cabinet retreat. These are things that, and people are around. These people are around that they can help us with the kind of facts that we need. So the NSCC should be standing up to invite these people here.
Yeah.
We hold this thing. Why is you just got your party issue? But we saw Liberia being pictured in this thing. No one is going to go and say, oh, I got 150 million. We don't achieve it because
We don't see anything.
people are here reporting. Ambassador VAT, those ambassadors and other people who are here. There are people here doing humanitarian work, you think, but they keeping surveillance or they looking at our governance system. They make report. You think how our folks then got sanctioned here?
Yeah?
You think somebody
That report.
You think somebody that they're not cheating politics in there? That's not cheating politics. That's why you heard Serena Sifa in right up that he was sacrificed. That's how he got the job. But they saw some of these things and they closed their mouth. And they were in there doing some of these things. And this is a writing to the current president, to South Hardy, and to somebody who are in government.
He really needs to wake up. The president really needs to step up his presence in this process here. This is no longer a joking thing. It's not a joking thing anymore. Because we can't continue to rob the people of this country.
150 million can start up with our farmers to start selling.
Ambassador was here talking about the bonuses of 156 million in the water sector with LWSC.
Yeah.
You see that? We're talking about roads. We're talking about the issue of building rehab centers for our young people.
We stay asking people to go build schools for us. Just the other time, we dedicated 2 high school in this country, boarding high school, at the point of 1 point something. Few months from now, or before the end of the year or next academic year, we next thing we start hearing that the place digging. Because when they doing some of these things, they just put software material that beautify it. You see it nice. After a few times, leakages all over. The case sitting in the school, maintenance pole. And election commission, if you cannot call, because this is not just limited with the CDC. All the political parties, the law is there.
They are lost.
7.01 on the issue of expenses.
Yeah.
Expenditure, how much you spend. Let's look at your expenditure.
And the election commission always just there, idly.
And they got punishment for it, but you still don't battle there. At the end of the day, soon as they say tomorrow election, those 3 people will come back. People who they will be in violation of the law and come and start to add up on the violation that they already violated before going to sit and wait for election period.
Ambassador, it's like the people that are not be interested in the people. How you spend 150 million just on election because you want to win? Then a political party which the people interested into, you cannot have it. 5, 6 million, even 10 million.
There's something that we said that took place sometimes. They started to go back and forth. We talk about the $1 million rally.
Yeah.
No accountability. They now accusing one another. So when you're talking these things for people who claim to be in political parties that can pay due, you just hang around where we should sympathizer. You won't have it because you hear it. If I were in a political party by this time, I'm taking that fight. But I'm taking it from the national scene because if a party will spend 150 million, you know what I mean? While I burn people,
you know what I mean?
If so that they spend that kind of money, if they actually spend it in back of VAT, if so that they spend that kind of money, trust me, then it means that the people no longer got interest in this party.
No.
For me, I'll be fighting as individual, then thinking say I can come back as a government. Because if the people you will spend 150 million and be rejected,
Yeah.
and the man or the party that won you did not even match you,
Yeah.
you gotta go and rebrand.
You gotta go.
Change the narratives.
The people continue to show that they got no interest in the people.
Yeah.
They only want to build their lives, not the lives of the people. And logically is by the people you got your strength. That the people who make you to get power. But they won't do it. We can see how many of our folks are living in the swamps.
That's October 1940 said in an article sometime. He said, you have the chance to rob the people. You will make them sleep in the rain and the sun because you rob them of things that they should have better shelter.
Yeah.
He said, but you know why? When they go on the voting day, they will rob you too. That where they can rob you too. They will be patient. You will walk on the backs. You will have your knees on the necks, and they can breathe. Liberian people.
Yeah,
Liberian.
Ambassador, we really need to get to the bottom of these things. We need to. Liberian people need.
No, but they
Liberian people deserve the truth.
The other matter here, when we want to do the party fighting thing, let them be fighting inside. But the other matter, that we go to take money for investor or request it. It's a bribery.
Yeah.
It's a second-degree felony. It's good that the people who names are mentioned, they stay alive.
They stay around. And this is the reason why we should not delay the kind of investigation.
No.
Let's fast track and let LCC have always said they need that prosecutorial power so that they can fast track some issues. Because if you're having a case that will go more than 5 years, the newer ones are coming, you get overwhelmed with the cases.
And was the same thing as about Park Geun-hye, the former president of South Korea.
Yes.
Abuse of power, people who were near her taking bribe, using, she was sentenced to 24 years in jail, but they had to release her after some time and made to pay over $12 million because of health condition. Yeah. Just imagine. The former Ghana public works minister, they had this road project, and during the process, the brother of the minister won the contract. He had everything, you know. He actually went to the president, but he was fully equipped. He had everything that he won the contract. But the fact that he was related to the minister, people did not believe that. They said no, it was handpicked, it was politically or family driven. The minister said with that, the people had no trust in her any longer. So she had to step down as minister. Just that conscious that the people finish seeing as somebody who corrupt.
Yeah.
All the way it went through, but from the local things, you stepping up. You step out and say, look, I don't think I got the you know what, being reposing me, the people no longer say it.
No,
so
they don't see it. What am I here for?
Yeah, because even if I even do my utmost best, they will yet think I won't do it to please them, and they were so objective for me serving must probably not be met. But you see, they think, oh, politics, to the extent, even if they're robbing you, you say one thing by the people.
Martina, we need to bring out sincere leaders. We need to breed sincere leaders in this country. If not, we won't go anywhere. If not, we won't go anywhere. You will hear all the kind of shitty deeds going on. You will hear all the former first lady was supporting the brother of the former first lady. You see, Great Cook County, the mining, they're doing this. All those stories just go in thin air.
Yeah.
You hear these things that hurt the country. It's just going thin air.
Talk about the company from Bulgaria. The person we're bringing is the brother to the president of Bulgaria.
Yeah.
He stayed there too. We have our foreign minister who start to contact these people. Let it start, okay, these are give us the names of the company that you were in discussion with. And let them tell us how the deal go. What hurted it?
Yeah.
What are the reasons?
Who all were doing involved with the deal? that it never materialized. We
Let's
don't
see some of
know.
the communication that was made. The exchange of emails and all of these things. Let's see who were representing the interests of the people, because if representing themselves, or few here, cool, you got your friendship club, you put together, and you say representing the people, then you go on behalf of few group of people in the name that you go and represent the country.
Because some of the names that will pop up will just surprise us, and some of them are still in the government. They're still around here. Let's know the
And these people who are making these allegations against one another, these are people who sat in key positions.
Moses Akaras,
So he was chair or executive.
he's a former lawmaker.
Former Secretary General of the party as well. Remember Sir Joseph? He was hailed as Ebola hero in this country. This is the man who succeeded and replaced former President George Weah as senator because of the kind of work. If I say, oh yeah, Mulu, for almost the 6 years that the CDC led this country, he was the chairman there. Even there are folks within the party who accuse him of going to solicit phone to or bringing vehicle for you, but will take it for himself. There are people who say some things too. But if you people in political parties in Liberia, one minute, oh yeah, the other group say they're going hard, retire, money got missing, face the country, somebody go with in the process.
And we're not even asking about the decision those leaders made, who today are driving these forces. Because we don't know.
And don't forget now, when we launched, we had a symbolic presentation of Air Liberia.
Yeah.
One how far we went with that whole process, who knows? Whether somebody ate money or since it went on to reach a particular level, they said no. Someone will now win. They think, I'm telling you, I'm going for my money, or they buy money where, oh, why are they playing already in a system with different names, flying different ways?
Yeah, we know. They're making money for it. We just say that, yeah, we know.
But former President Charles left from here. He went to Nigeria. You know how many things he took there? You know, up to this time, we still just taking these things for play. We should be asking the Nigerian government, the time he spent in Calabar, the governor at the time, who received it. Those who were there controlling things, they should be answering to us, because some of these things were personal, some of these things were owned by the state that were taken there.
And Ambassador, these allegations are grave allegations that we cannot just let it go like that. Because even with what former lawmaker is saying, that Sir Joseph is an ingrate, he's a political hypocrite.
BN, calling him BM too.
Yeah.
It says Sir Joseph is a BN.
The current loyalty to the current president, Honorable Boaka, is showing my tribal sentiment. And that there was monies that this.
So when you're in the party, they will not travel. So because they made up that ball.
And Sir Joseph used some money in terms of private that went to school building. And these things should go in the issue that the people, not individual things.
Those things are all good, but let them go answer it.
We need to get to the bottom of this, not
No,
just go somewhere
and
just say it. So we should be sincere with ourselves. How many of these deals that go on in the country that should have benefited the people of our lives, but it's not happening? But on the face value, they come and say, oh no, we're in your interest. We'll make sure. Like recently, you saw everybody endorsing the say no to drugs. But what's going to happen there? Some of them are even the very people who are cracking down on in the importation of drugs in this country.
And who knows what some of these things being said? There were companies that came and they actually took money from the poor, and then they dump them. Who knows?
Yeah.
Because those people maybe probably decide not to talk and they left it. And so, oh, so we pay our money time for operations, you start getting all back and forth, dragging up, putting up. So some people get tired, worry about these things, it's just a levy. So you finish taking somebody 5 million. So in the period of time you've been around, you are able to do like 5-10 company.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money. But
the less of Mamaka ability should be, there are some allegations on her reported.
That's what I'm saying.
You see that? Like you're saying, you go through a deal, 5 million, 5 million, 5 million, 5 million. You who now?
Yeah, you just not begging and put back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then they get tired and leave it.
So when they come, once the president say, well, they stay to do the against the president, that they have to go back.
Sometimes they will even break those. Look, when you call some of these people that will start their investigation, when you call some of those people, you sit with them. These people will be frank to tell you that the minister said, or the other person said, the president said you must give 5 million or you must give her 5 million at a time. before you can see the president, or you got to give me something.
Yeah.
Or you know, before you see the president.
But he mentioned a judge. Who is a judge?
Yeah, signature fee.
Who is this person? What happened there? Now you hear this allegation of the explosive allegation.
Yeah.
There was a petrol bomb thing that was sent to a house on February 9, 2024.
He even said that his life was being threatened. They threatened to kill him.
But we are seeing fires gutting houses in this country where sometimes everybody in the house died. How did it happen? Is it the same attitude that folks are against folks go there and put fire on the house and say, oh, that NEC?
Now he's saying,
we won't know.
He's saying, Gray is saying that Sidisha who went there and started busting window, he said it's forced by the community people.
You see, we won't know.
He said they were asking whether he had gas in or he said, but selling gas.
Yeah? You see the drug man. We are talking about drugs in the country. Who were those? We won't know. You know, we can't just leave everything just as it is. I know some people are so much indulged in this politics thing. When it happens, they know that politics, and we just leave it.
Yeah, because you know, most of the time, what we call anyway, or people still do not understand on it is that, you know, when people leaving, when they leave party, no. They got things you say on the political level, but they got things that you say, it has serious impact on the country, and this one.
Then the man who has interest, he want to be president tomorrow.
Who knows?
So why are they going to think involvement without the truth being revealed, he comes so permanent and carry on the same attitude.
But who knows whether they got people currently in this government doing the same thing?
Yeah.
Maybe they might not be going for high figure. You know why they're taking 20,000, 15,000, 100,000 votes, saying you will maybe see the president. Who knows what's going to say that song?
Yeah. Because I've been reporting allegations on the likes of Professor Graceberry and Tina.
That make the system trusted.
Now,
let not allow people to be thinking, oh, we're going to system.
We hearing reported that the Minister of Commerce, Mr. Takuse, collected some money from for this import permit declaration for frozen food import in the country. We're also hearing there's an investigation with this SETI, with substandard steel being in the country, and the Minister of Commerce is also involved. We're just hearing stories. At the end of the day, who know the truth? Whether they lie on the people or they saying the truth?
They're fearless.
If they're saying the truth, how much they are collecting on their own that will harm the country?
In fact, they fear disregard for the rule of law. It's so entrenched in
so much.
Nobody afraid to commit the crime.
You see? Yeah?
Okay, folks, shortly we'll go to the lines. But while you are following the program, it's good that you win for yourself 4,000 this morning. You want to get some cash up before we leave this show. I need 3-4 presents. I need 4,000. Just easy. You know, Radio Entertainment cash giveaway. You just go there, dial star 799 star 11 hash. You play $100 or 70 cents US, or the short code you just go and dial star 799 hash. The option 11 go. You want to play 2 times? You put 2. You want to play 3 times? You put 3. So even if you play 5 times, you win 4,000 at 3,500 profit for you. So don't make it lazy because we won't get to the number quick. So you can,
we're looking at the dashboard.
So you can get something at least. Today Monday, you spend a lot of money over the weekend and you need some money now. So you stand a chance. You stand a chance to do that. Let's talk to our callers now on the line. Good morning.
Good morning, Ambassador.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, my name is Nancy Anthony Apol from Waka Community Center.
Go ahead.
The issue of Joseph. There's a man who was chairman of his own executive at the level of the Senate. And we were able to see the president any hour. But they went against the public transportation, the NTA process. Hello,
point of correction, man. Hello.
Yeah.
Point of correction. Sir Joseph, in his interview, we'll wait to hear that maybe the former president will want to respond one day. He said in the 4 years while he was chairman of executive, he never had answered. He and the president could not speak. They said they have 4 years, they could not speak. So that's the point he said there.
Yeah, they couldn't speak, but then he didn't tell his people or for the sake of the country for other. They have to say.
No, that one is the personal matter in the political party, but we're talking about the corruption allegations that is around.
Yeah, he purchased 25 buses.
So why would he go to LCC or answer question? Any man say he was already investing, he will answer the question with good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Wiki. How are you doing this morning?
Juso, we here.
Thank you. I'm Juso Fremont, joining from Broadway this morning. You know, this country, people going with impunity. That's the reason why, I said last week, the regulator of this entity, corruption, National Election Commission, election matter, you hear 150 million. You know what 150 million can do for this country in a sector? You know what it can do? Someone took it, then next sitting down. Next need to be dragged. If they can't act, they must be dragged. LSCC must come in, the GSC must come in. 150 million money. That plan we have money. That performer president we have money. That graduation money. That Atara Great Tomeka is money. It can be. Seriously. So when you say this email, you have to come in. The regulator must come in. Because if the regulator does not come in, they will show like all of them were in that who, yes, silent me consent. And we appointed the Brian Latana to regulate. And when you come in, the LTC was there. Also the year they kind of worked out to the DSC. That's what come in for the DSC. Your ask, your prom in. You know, we'll see this that the guys from the other side, they want to say you test, they want to do the one, they want to threaten you. You yes, I just said making the kind of work alligator. Model was naked, you spent 150 and company was blocked for coming with investment. That 6,000, 7,000 job will come for the people. And somebody said they want to keep back for 10 million. Somebody want to keep back 10 million. Then you say that you look at this thing, that what people are talking about recalibration. Wallahi, if the country will not punish people, they will be like this. And will not go over issue to say.
Thank you. Let's talk to other callers. Good morning.
Good morning, Wiki and God of Night.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Well, we can't complain. God morning us.
Thank God. This is Mo Kilifan. I call you from Philipsville.
You're welcome, Chief.
Yeah, you got a very much interesting story on this morning. Thank you for inviting me to your program.
You're welcome.
But why? My question is why now? Why now? If you see, they say catfish came from the water and say alligator hair is hurting or alligator is sick or crocodile is sick. Can we disprove it? No. But so lately, why then we protest all of these times here? We know that those things are there. And we said that audit is wish hunting. And these stories are coming up. Then where do we find ourselves?
The question now.
We defend people. Yeah, we defend that. That is, you said the right thing. It is about Liberia. We defended these people when we were part and parcel of these things. And then now, we are trying to drive away now, and then we start coming out with it, which is belated. But how? What is the way forward? What can we do to build Liberia? And these investors, people can befriend other people for others to benefit, which is a good thing. But it cannot be single-handedly done. Get Liberia involved. Get government involved. And these people that can come and do the backdoor thing, you're doing it maybe for fair sake. But what will happen is the government involved.
Yeah, Chief. And some of the thing again, sometimes most of the people don't voice it out when they being crook or robbed. Because they know those things in a country, it's a serious crime to have gone to grab. So most of the time they remain silent because they know they can't say it. Yeah. In Bangladesh, I just say that.
Yeah, that's the gamble. That's the gamble. You see, you gamble the interest of the Liberian people. This is what is happening. So you see, so with these things, we got to really address it when you are part of it. Like for me, if somebody just tell me, let's go and steal, when I'm not part of stealing, I will tell you, no, let's carry it to the people. This is how it works. Your name would never spoil in those things. Well, I think that it can be fixed now. Liberia is now like a baboon or a hard to fix. When you hold the ear and say, hey, my nose, you want to show the mouth? You say, hey, this one, my ear, my eye, and all of those things. But we got to come together as a country. Demonstration is not the solution to it. Why go there to say, oh, this one? And when these stories are coming out now, where do we find ourselves?
That's the $1 million question. Thank you for joining us this morning. Thank you for joining us. Let's talk to another caller.
Yeah, 0775-919-919, 080-919-919. The numbers you can certainly call. I hope people like John Smythe can call to weigh in, or Peter Jala. He's former two-time Minister of Justice, one-time Minister of National Security, head of joint security in this country. He understands a whole lot of things. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Good
morning.
Yeah, my name is Adolphus Blue, and I come from the Congo Belt.
Adolphus, you welcome. Please go ahead.
Yeah, for me, what Joseph is saying, of course, I'm a division. But what Joseph is saying for me, I don't really believe it, because all the times that Joseph been in a party, during the election time, after the election, you don't talk anything. Right after the election,
but you heard the man say even the thing you want to he spoken yet.
Yeah, just small one. So why are you talking about your party issue? We're talking about the ones that have to do with bribery on behalf of the country, not party matter we're discussing.
Yeah, but the bribery, you know, all these things, you know, is being a party. Why all the time you not talk?
But our man, any other man say he stole the party money, give the party money, but fact, they say Honorable Gray is talking about the party election fund. Honorable Sir Joseph is talking about money that was intended or company intended to create jobs for the country. So which one bigger?
Yeah.
Let's look at it now and put it on the other side. Because that one tomorrow, Sir Joseph and Joma say, I'm going back to my party, I'm going It has happened all over.
Yeah.
But we look at Liberia now.
The one that were against the country.
Because you know
that affected you and I.
If that's what any European country or the Western country, when it comes to the issue of bribery, I think some part of last year, somebody senior working in the offices of the president, I think Ghana, then president, or Nigeria, the guys and some other folks, there's a British company that came and they tried to solicit bribe from the people.
Mm-hmm.
What they did, they tried to solicit bribe from the people and wanted to have a share, at least 2 or 3% share in the company. So what the people did, the people called them. The people called them to go to England so they can. Now the people have already reported the case. When they got there, they had to go arrested. Because if the background check are going to be done that the investment in that country, it has some shady deed, you go to jail. So both like that. So they take a minority, they put 10, 15 million, they eat it, you got to know the board answer. Good morning.
Good morning.
You're welcome.
Good morning. Now the morning, I'm going to to you after the show the morning.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, I'm calling from Abidjan. You know, I listened to a session on the weekend, and I must say thank you to the senator. Because I just had one senator in Montreal who are living up to the expectation of the people of Montreal County. And I then one from the city who are worked tirelessly. He worked diligently, he worked with commitment. I can remember when we were in the campaign to elect Senator Bilo, he was one person who said, look, if the president leave out Senator Bilo, we will deal with him. And since I did that when the extra man was showing you money to do everything he did for the CDC. So he's an insider, he knows deeper things and deeper secrets about the CDC. Somebody say, why I say that? He come out, everyone will talk about it. I don't want to be, I mean, he don't want to end on the way. Babi ile ena wakati kawe kai so ka jela o ena the way babi ne to abia na me post and keep down there so ka jela o kale ai idia ko shall you have he has me down so ka jela o be ena in that way you know the ena in two parties line guy the zero government you don't want to be ena that way so he can be more and with that for the appropriate time to speak. And you gave it, in fact, when you were speaking, you were not the one that woke up to speak, it was the people that said, I can't wait, who pushing against the wall to tell, he told I can't wait, I've been quiet for so long, but you tempted me. And as you tell me, I will come and say those things that I used to have, that damage the country.
Okay, thank you. And you know, another part of it, because we don't want people to be saying, oh, the men don't want to do that, you know, but, so, if your party or your government or kid, if your party or government, you know, the men, I don't want to say they want before, before there. So if your party or killing, you are in the know. That means you're supporting it because so you're not much concerned about your life if it is true. So why is the government Why again alleged that they don't want to kill no people? Why if they were killing everybody in the country, so you're going to sit down and just watch and finish killing everybody, only you people be around? So now we should look at this thing. You know, when we hang on to jobs in this country, thinking that when you leave it, you will die on the spot.
Yeah.
That to the extent that even if it causes the people to suffer.
No, so you prefer not to die.
Yeah, you know.
You prefer not to die.
So you prefer for people to die in the process first. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning to the co-evidence member.
You're welcome.
I join you from electoral district number 6, Marshall County, the most abandoned district in the
Okay.
Let me first appreciate the senator. Yeah, the senator, I don't want to say he said it well, but he said it well. Because he told us, he still got a lot to say. We all know the CDC-led government, that when you come out to speak, the member, even within the party, he said it, and he talking for the party chat room 5 different times, and his life was at stake. He said that because he was speaking the truth, it was because of that they set the ball on fire. He said it. So at that point, you don't expect the senator to come out and speak. Definitely, they will go out of his life. And he was waiting for appropriate time. And I believe there is an appropriate time that he's speaking out. He said when he comes back, he will even respond to Askar Grade. So we know, seriously, that's why we know when God fell out with something, there is a God-fearing leadership that God has sent, and a God-fearing leader we have him. His Excellency Ambassador Joseph Human Waka. God is using him to bring, those that that the Teletón to life, that to tell the Liberian people, under the CDC-led government, this is what happened. So we're not surprised, we're expecting more. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Good morning.
Good morning, Ambassador.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, there is no you see, I was listening this morning for your analysis. Well, you were scary, and for some of us that are listening to the platform, I think it was well started. And I think there are a lot of these things that went on there. Yeah, I believe so, because if you know how it is, if the love of some of our questions that left the city, and then we come to start show their people, and then the member of the CDC will come up. And you say such a thing, and people are coming for the show because you believe the party is only your own political party with a box that for 150 million plus other concession funding that was given to this time, and a lot of things went on behind the scenes. So let me explain to you, Ambassador, there will be a lot of things coming out of the CDC. How can a member start Joseph? We have the member of the president member of the CDC cannot speak to the leader of the CDC or the CDC leader cannot speak to him for 4 years in the party. This is what we call unity. If you so, then a lot of things will come up. One of things, the party has been very transparent with everything. I think most of our people have been setting the platform for the party. I think in one of the men, the left of the people there, that there is mastermind, all of the people in the party for them, and you couldn't go after them and get them alive. So that's another contribution. I think
Thank you. Let's talk to other callers. Good morning.
Good morning to you, and good morning to our listeners.
Yeah, good morning.
You know, I want to say this country, they are taking people to the year president when you are in power, special is coming on. 11 years now, the Spirit Act. What more than our own government that we believe, the water administration, waiting to start talking to people that so for the could say that people there was a killer, but when I hear the reality was there, look, I think to look completely true and reach ourselves. Today, people are coming about to confess. We were talking about $52 billion in the Lord, but now what the $50 billion? What is it? What was that $50 million that built between both of us? That people would drive it. $50 billion.
We paid 116 million. We can't finish it.
Okay, thank you to bring these people to justice. Let's talk to other callers. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, I'm James K. Getty calling to Japanese this for people here this on this country. You know, without this the senator Nicholas just came out with a form of was say vaccination. Did you see that?
Yes, you never listened to the conversation when he said it was that CDC put petrol on the reason that he got more votes than the president in the election. It is clear and not something he hid. He said it. No, I'm going to asking that question about why he said
well, the recording is there. You can still go and listen.
Or the money, so that's why he said. Ask everybody.
Well, I choose I'm not listening to the recording.
No, listen.
Nobody, they won't pull our leg. It is something.
No, I'm not trying to pull your leg.
Please go ahead. There are a lot of folks on the line.
Oh, let me just say this to this current industry and to the head of it because of children and stuff like that. Those people who are now kind of with those fake revolution, President Boyka, you have to be careful. Because now he's president, former president George Manuel Weah. Tomorrow when you out, a lot will be said. So of course I'm going to be President Boyka. So watch out. Have a good day.
Thank you. But that's what we said earlier on. So this thing here, it is not just with the immediate past government. Who knows what other people in? That's why we talk about the Whistleblower Act to make sure that the president spoke about it, to strengthen it, to make sure that some of these things we protect these people and get the information. So we'll start to name and shame people. We'll cut down so many things. We might not be able to completely wipe it away, but we cannot allow it. We just have a space that the wars of Lehman Bowie corruption have taken a glorious front seat in Liberia now.
Yeah.
Nobody afraid to do.
It began the order of the day.
Yeah. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning.
Please go ahead.
My name is that the recommend you are the number of communication of phone. Let me say what I do on is that the money really you money can be 100 and 50 million. In that small money, what in the corner we see the kind of money or using for it can be. Buy not motorbike, motorbike or free of people all around. There is free money around, get rescue money from Togo to Togo, they money all around. So that the money power waiting. So after that, what kind of senator? I mean, I agree with the senator on that person. Because they are after that, you are really checking. If we just on his fire, all around him, they go on your person, he carry around. Come up and we are saying around. So, it's great that people make money, they go, they senator told me now. That's true. Yeah, I agree with him because I know that when you're that girl, I know when they were today, when you come to the you're going to use the NGA body and all. The yellow body or RBI, they use it for something. So that they don't come on doing that and they go jail.
No, don't just conclude it as a user we cannot fabricate story. Don't sometimes not because they having a but it's possible. That's why we say these things are allegations. Nobody here have given any facts, but they are pointing to instances and this person got this document, that person got a document. But once investigation is properly done, the political part of it will go, but There is the point here. Under our law, bribery is a crime. Even to attempt a second-degree felony. Because this, Sir Joseph said, official of the former president administration, including the former president, they destroyed Liberia. So he said, some Bulgarian investors, they came to Liberia during their regime, during the CC regime, to invest over 500 million. And according to him, the Senate passed the concession. He said the former president and his team again requested that the people pay 10 million before the House of Representatives could act on the concession. So, and the people said, no, we're not doing it. So they said they refused to bribe. That's his allegation. Now, if the Senate will pass, it go to the House of Representatives, you got to say try because which way? But now we're trying to understand, look at these things, how it work. We got to see the names of those senators. They also knock off the home. Due diligence. They went before the representative. Who were in charge there? Who collected money? Who collected money? Because you're talking about it was passed by the Senate. It went to the House of Representatives. So we want to know too, how did the Senate pass this thing? What did they just collected that money too? And when it went to the House of Representatives and the president and his team, as being served by Sir Joseph, requested for 10 million, and of which the people said no, they will not pay bribe. So we need to know. That's why we always say in this country, we want our folks, the legislative branch of government, we want electronic devices to be installed in our day. Look, I was looking at the president of Sierra Leone going to the opening session of the legislature in Sierra Leone, the parliament. And the last time when lawmakers came, when we were trying to set up our own parliament, upon a return, one of the lawmakers, he stood to speak. In matter of fact, you see all of the marks in tight. You see before the people scream. Sierra Leone, people standing up top. You see people, all of them got their machine before them. They are all prepared, they're touching. You know. We still doing
look at a concession that will have benefited Liberian people. The Senate will call the House of Elders, pass it, they go down to the House, the House of Representatives. Then they say they can't pass it because they want certain percentage. Who are all those the lawmakers involved?
But that's what I'm saying when you're in a record. Whether you're no longer there, and you, the representative, you're no longer there, the former representative.
Well, Moses Akawa's great part of it.
But the man said, and he's Sir Joseph.
He was there as a lawmaker. Sir Joseph was there.
He's Sir Joseph. Good morning. Good morning.
You know the poor foundation of our country. That is lawyer the churches is very confident. The people saw in law until it was open. The president said when the territory he was working. Every one of them confessed that was corrupt. So we put them down for you coming to investigate and take our money from them. But they sitting down, the president coming sitting down, and the people say confessing what they're doing in power. The question is, the government are putting power agree. All the churches and lawyers need to change them from our courts. Because I said, when I open my money, then we let it go through the confessing the prayer to working. What about the prayer working? What if prayer working material? I want to ask. The prayer working, we agree. They say the prayer working, but I want some people saying about it. That kind of money you want to say calling a country in what? Then our children in a ghetto. Or then we have to get us our own read.
Then you call that kind of money, they say, up to this town, nobody are opening their mouth to say something.
Thank you as well. Yeah, thank you as well. You know, so if I love violence, we got to be looking at this thing here as well. Yeah. Because this is something that is serious. This is something, because if you say they said it passed, so what did they receive too in passing?
Yeah. Because it might be something that the hospital representatives know that they took and they're not getting their own. So they say, well, if we don't receive ours, we won't agree.
We're talking about over $500 million. Yeah? So I think somebody want to invest in the country with such amount of money, very close to our own national budget.
Whole day you're there, you're saying you're working in the interest of the people. Somebody coming for them. You're saying they want something. If they come, we don't do it.
See the funny part, Ambassador? Pretty close to our budget. Our GDP,
yeah.
Pretty close to it. Because we talk about over 500 million, 575 million.
More than half. They put in the interest of the country, man.
Yeah.
Really?
If somebody bring you 500.
And you tell lawmakers, they call about who roaming all around the country, he's been part of the process.
But these are some of the things. So now
they blow the evil against this country, but they don't say
we corrupt.
Yeah, we corrupt. How?
You say it, but you don't bring the money, you don't give it back.
How?
Because this thing, there are a whole lot of people will come to answer, to tell us what they saw before they signed, before they passed. What they do.
So all of today, you never do anything, you can't say one become leader over us. Who will trust you?
You see?
Eh?
We'll take 2 more calls to go for our Central Bank message this morning. Good morning, quickly. Good morning.
Yeah, go ahead.
We cannot deny it because Account Grace confirmed it. It said the reason the House did not pass that concession was because it was a conflict. It overlapped the other concession. So it was confirmed.
Yeah, he's alleging as I did to 1 million or he took 1 million.
Exactly. So it's a confirmation.
So, but that's what we calling them for investigation. Let them go explain. Because they want another party money building. That's not the party money. We have no business into the people have no business into the party money. The people got interest into the country's money.
Yeah.
Because that another country you are dealing with. Another country.
Yeah.
You're talking about Bulgarian investors.
That came to us to do business.
That came to us to do business. And we're there telling the poor, according to Joseph, the whole thing, the deal was around over 500 million. The Senate passed the concession. But he said the former president and his team requested that the people pay 10 million before the House of Representatives will act upon it. Huh? What kind of grief allegation is this? Well, let's go for our Central Bank message and be right back this morning.
Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection Project called the Liberia Women Empowerment Project. My people, I know you already hear the good news, and so
what kind of good news, Balepa?
The good news about the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection Project called the Liberia Women Empowerment Project, or LWEP, is here to help 267,200 people.
Oh yes!
Out of the 267,200 people that the project will reach, they will help 36,000 women with small money for themselves. Whoa! Me idea there is to make sure that women and girls always have money on them, so they can be able to help themselves, so they can be able to help their men or their husband, their family and their community.
Yes, it makes sense because you can only give when you have.
That's true, but the project you're talking about, that what kind of county there in?
The project in 6 counties: Bomi, River Cess, Grand Jide, Monserrado, Bapodu, and Grand Cape Mount counties.
Okay.
And it going on in 498 different communities in those counties.
So how they ready to win the project?
The project, yeah, in 5 different ways. Number 1 is changing mindset or norms.
Tell us about that one.
Good. For example, man beating a woman not supposed to go to school. Then so women can say, if he not be me, he not love me. That kind of thing. That is they want us to change.
Yeah. Because no man supposed to beat their woman.
Yeah.
Then men should make sure women go to school. And no woman must say, if he not be me, he not like me.
Yeah.
No woman must think like that. Say, it's not correct.
It's not correct.
Then what about the second part?
The second part of the project is about the health recording.
But what did the data people then not do?
How they should help women and girls who may do wrong thing to.
You mean the way the tattoo people will take care of us when men take advantage over us in it?
Yes! On top of that, they even going to help schools to open health clubs so girls can be able to talk the things that matter to them.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
How about part 3 now?
Part 3 is where the project will give some money to help different women and girls groups like village saving groups, farming groups, livelihood groups, people who get their little table marketing, and people who not fit to take who care of the set. The quick people call them marginalized group. And you know, like people who can walk group and things like that. All of them, they will benefit too.
Me, I will look around in my community.
Yeah, Osia. I myself will find them and be a part of them too.
Yeah, you mean? Because women will not leave men behind. Here we go.
Because you know what? The project will reach 30% men and 70% women.
Yeah, you hear it?
Yeah.
You mean I will tell plenty other women and girls so they can join the project.
That's the Liberia Women Empowerment Project, where women are helped so they can always have money in their beds.
Then, Baleba, what the other part of the project will do?
This other part of the project is where the project will give helping hand to the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection System.
How?
In ways that the ministry will have records on gender-based violence cases. Then they will also have record on the different treatment or services for women and girls who some men will do bad things to.
Okay.
Then it will also help the Ministry of Agriculture to know how many women making farm, how many men making farm, where they making their farm.
Wow.
What kind of farm they making, where low land farm air, where up land farm air, all that one there.
Yeah.
Yo, what they planting, what county they having the farm in.
Fun idea.
Yeah, all that one. Yo. To make sure that all the things are happy. The government put plenty different groups together. Like Keep Liberia, Catholic Relief Services, CRS, Action Aid, Forest Community Initiative, FCR, Defense for Children International, DCR, Plan International.
So they can work with the people in the community then.
Yes! And you know something? The way they plenty groups together, one group they have to be in from all the other groups so the project can go on.
So now what kind of group they have?
Plan International.
Plan International. They in front the other group then, but the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection Project. And so?
Yes!
So your will, how about part 5 of the project now?
Part 5 of the project is where the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection has a project management unit that the people then who will be watching the project could know.
Yeah.
They will monitor the project, they will keep track of the project, and they will evaluate the project so the project can go on the correct way.
Whoa! Who take the 6,000 women to benefit from 80 million? Ha! Dana small thing.
And Dana Osia, Balekba says the Liberia Women Empowerment Project will reach 267,200 people in 5 years.
Yes! And the project is in 6 counties. Bomi, Monserrado, Bapodu, Rivers, Grand Jide, and Grand Cape Mount County.
Working in 498 communities.
Yes. Now, the way the project going on, you can call 44TDTD to tell the people how you feel about the project. Whether it's going on the correct way, whether it's not going on the correct way, call 44TDTD so the people can know how you feel about the project.
My people, find the Liberia Women Empowerment Project right in your community and join them.
This message is from the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection with support from the World Bank.
Central Bank of Liberia. So we'd like to say welcome again this morning. And you know,
as the Minister of Gender,
yeah, sure,
and the World Bank,
the Minister of Gender and the World Bank making sure. So keep your interest coming because somebody just about to be called. Just in the next couple of minutes, I'm going to give somebody $4,000 cool cash giveaway. Radio Entertainment Liberia, certainly here, not just listening but also putting something in your pockets. You don't know. Your name could just be one of the names that I'm about to call or your number. So don't worry. Just do yourself a favor by dialing *799*11#. You go there. You want to play 100 Liberian dollars or 70 cents UN. It's just simple as it is. You want to make 2 times, 3 times, you want to put in your tickets, you put 3. You want to put 4 times, you put 4. You know, and you just
more than entry, you still a chance.
Sure.
Your name will pop up here, and will
somebody will be winning back shortly. Cell phone, rice, both there, all of these things. But keep your interest coming because we'll certainly at least 3 or 4%. You pay 500, say you win 4,000 or 3,005. Yeah, look at that kind of profit. Even 1,000, you play, you win 4,000 or 3,000 profit. You still got a whole lot of things, but just keep playing and you stand a chance to win. Let me continue with this issue because it has reached to the sticky part of it. The fight that the Senate passed because the last time again we had similar problem like this. Because they said when it comes to the issue of revenue according to the House Senate rule or the Constitution,